Howdy, howdy, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This cursed thumbnail, yeah, it's something I need to work on. So we're going to be spending today doing character portraits for the NPCs that we made a few weeks ago. And fair warning, I have done 2 portraits in my life. This is one, and that's the other. So we got a lot of learning to do. We're going to be doing this very iterative process of failing through these portraits. So yes, I'm not looking forward to it, but it's something that we need to get done out of the way. I wouldn't consider that a portrait. Like I don't know. I just took yeah, well. So yeah, we're going to be drawing portraits today. I think I've done the witch a few times. I'm not happy with it. I want to do more, but I think I might start off with the butcher first for this stream. So how are y'all doing this day? Will she have a beard? No, witch won't have a beard. I'm thinking, we don't want to do too much with her. She's already got berackled hair. We don't want to make her too bad. I'm thinking she'll be like just a sweet, innocent little witch that just doesn't take care of her hair for some and wears leaves for whatever reason. So yes, we are going to start with the butcher, but there's that horse. It's just that. Like I wasn't going to use that in the thumbnail. Look at how bad that is. So yes, we're gonna start a new one. By the way, it's not a tutorial; it's a live stream. Yes, it's a live stream. I haven't been doing tutorials anymore. So this is for. Let me show you this right quick. This is for the dialogue system. If I pull up town, I think I have to do it in the game. So when you walk up to an NPC, you'll talk to them. I've shown this a little bit in the devlogs, where they'll pop up text and everything. I want them to pop up portraits with the text, and so that's what we're going to be doing. I haven't decided on the layout, but I figured that 64 by 64 seems fine. I think we have it here. So yeah, something like that. I'm not happy with it, but that's the general idea. We'll probably even do a border or something around it. Will the bluebird do anything, or is it decoration? I want it to do something. I want it to Are you going to make dialogues? I am going to make dialogues. That is what this week's devlog is probably going to be about, is the dialogue system. But I would like for the bluebird to have a purpose. What purpose that is, I don't know yet. Now, granted, it's an NPC. Like, she's not going to have much of a combat reason. She's just... Like, it may have a purpose to her. Like, it may not serve any gameplay mechanic. So, yes. Let me change the preference here for a second. Because I've got these set up for a 24 background. But since we're doing 64, it looks a little weird. So, let's go here. We'll go back to a 16. Do you have a list of goals for the stream? Draw NPC characters. So don't worry, Aniki. We don't have but 3 NPCs. We should be good. So yes. Now what I'm going to do. Hey, please make a tutorial because I don't think there's a good dialogue tutorial for Godot in YouTube. Aniki, he is. Aniki's been riding me all week about that. What I'm going to do is pull up the Friendly Witch here so we can get her colors. And we can learn this little trick right there. Look how cool that is. And so now we can just pull up whatever colors we need from her. No, wait. I said we're going to do the butcher. We're going to do the butcher. So let's bring that back. We'll do the witch later, again, because I still want to take a few stabs at her. I've drawn her a few times. I would like to draw something else. GD Quest has a dialogue tutorial. Yes, he does. Emilio has one too. Actually, that's really good. And I'm probably going to mention it in my video because there's a really cool trick I learned from him that I'll be using in that video. Let me check that. Yes, but I would highly suggest Emilio too. He's got a text reveal if you're interested. Now I don't know. Did GD Quest do a text reveal? Any key? I don't remember. Hi, I'm new. Welcome, new. Let's see. Now, for the actual portraits themselves, we want them facing to the right. But when I draw, I tend to draw things to the left and then I mirror it. So we'll probably start with the left here. This guy, he's a very big guy. Big round head. Big round head. Now, we're going to start with the sketch first. You know, we're not trying to get any refined details in. We're just going to wing it a little bit. I've done it before where I've drawn heads before, like actual art, and then there's a whole thing for doing heads. We're not going to do that because it's a little restricting. I think we can just freeform it for now. This guy, he's not going to have a big chin, maybe. I'm thinking just like a really round head. Like, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. New subscriber of the channel of the game. Well, thank you for subscribing, bud. Let's get his beard in here, because I think that'll do. Now, this beard, as you can see, it sort of makes him look like he's smiling. So he's going to have this big, round, smiling beard. And we'll actually have to do some details. So the hardest thing I've had done, close that before so I don't accidentally open that monstrosity, is noses. Noses are difficult, especially in this style of game. So let's see what we can do. No, that's terrible. He's going to have a big beard. The Loomis method, that's it right there. The Loomis method. I've used that one before. And I tried using it because I watched, what's the name? Proco Pinko? Something like that. They have a really good video on the Loomis method for drawing a head. It's looking like a hot dog. Well, probably will. It's not going to look like a person, that's for sure. But, yes, they have a very good tutorial on how to do the method. And I tried it, and it looks too realistic, so we're going to stay away from that. So we have him here. Now the hard part would be, it's like here we have the beard and the mustache. Well, I don't know if he has a mustache, but he has all that facial hair makes him look like he's smiling. But that might be harder to achieve in a larger size portrait, so it's something we'll need to consider. Since you're adding the dialogue, will you add quests? I would like to add quests, yes. That is not in the MVP, so I wouldn't expect to see it for a while. Because the MVP is going to be like a thing happens, go through this dungeon type thing. Like, you know, Like, we're going to show off some mechanics and stuff, but there's not going to be time in the MVP to do quests. So it's not probably not going to be something I intend to look at for like months, probably. But yes, I would like to have side quests. Just like you, that was something I realized in the stream. You might even be able to see it. Like, because there was a distinct moment where I was drawing this guy right here. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh no, I just drew myself. So, it was completely unintentional, but it was pretty funny. And you might, like, if you look closely enough, you can probably see it on my face. That moment I realized it. What classes do you have in the game right now, and what do you intend on adding? So in the game right now, and what will be in the MVP. MVP will probably have class selection. Very basic. It'll be the fighter, the rogue, and the mage. So that'll be what you select. And that'll probably be what you select starting the game. And then later on through the game, as you get used to those classes, you can specialize into different things. I'm thinking shapeshifter, paladin, ranger maybe, assassin. We'll see how that goes. Don't hold me to any of that, but I would like to have specialization classes. Okay, so this guy is very broad-shouldered. Where can I learn to make cliff auto tiles like you did in your game? I have no idea how you auto tile a cliff wall and top at the same time. Okay, so good luck finding a tutorial on that, because I've never seen one. And like, that was something when I realized what I could do with the wall auto tile, which is the offsets, then that was what I used that same logic for the cliffs. And I've never, if I was doing tutorials still, like, I would definitely do a tutorial on that. So if any tutorial makers are watching and have figured that one out, that would probably be a killer tutorial. But all it is just offsetting the textures. Make a break with the face on this spell. That is not in the MVP, bud. We'll discuss that in a few months. Unity or Godot, that is Godot. Hello, howdy, Mario. Welcome to the stream. Hello, damn awesome at the code and awesome at art. That's not fair. Are you seeing this? You're clearly not watching the stream. I'm good at one of those things, and one of those is not art. But no, I can. The trouble with me is if I lower the resolution enough, I can fool enough people into thinking that I can do art. But clearly, when it comes to portraits, that's not the case. Hi again, howdy again. Oh. So yeah. Not too terrible. Now, there was somebody who sent in, I believe it was Zal. He sent in a piece of fan art that had the butcher with a really frilly apron, which I think is hilarious. Because, I mean, this apron, it's not like a cook's apron. It's meant to be like a butcher's apron. But you remember that the wife is the one that made the apron for him, and I think it would be hilarious if she gave him like this really frilly apron, and he loves it, just because she gave it to him. So this, I don't know if I can do it in this portrait, but if I don't forget, we should try to do this as a frilly apron. I'll leave like in the live stream. What you mean there? Let's see, there's neither here nor there. Snuck. Wait. Don't rush somehow. This game is coming out next month? No. No. Far from it. This the demo, ideally. I'm pushing for the demo to come out March sometime. I haven't scheduled anything. I haven't done any like scheduling for what needs to be done, which is what I'm planning on doing soon. Sort of make sure I have a track that I can stay on to. I think I can hit before then, though. Like, I'm just wanting to do it around March because I think that's just a good time to do it. So I'm, because otherwise people are going to be playing whatever AAA titles are coming out later this year. And I don't want to compete with those. Will it be on Steam? It will be on Steam, yes. Okay, just kidding, yeah. I mean, and that's just the demo. The actual game won't be out for probably 1 or 2, possibly 3 years. Depends on how big we make this. I have not sat down and defined like to what extent I want to make this game. We'll still have to see how all the funding and stuff goes. I guess I'll have to play with the auto tile to find out then. Anyway, your game is looking awesome. Thank you. I mean, it's really simple once you get the idea. I should have linked. I don't think I did link to that post on the Reddit. I will find it. and maybe you should look for it if I forget, because I mean you probably have to get in contact with me. But that post that Godot Ask Questions sent me was very valuable, and it was like it's what clicked in my head, like I could do this, and it's what sort of led for me to doing the cliff thing. Because once I realized how to do it with walls, it's the same concept with cliffs. It's just you offset on the y-axis as well as the horizontal axis. You offset both of them, which means you have to do a really funky thing with your tile set. If I can show you right quick, and I'm allowed to. You're not gonna like this. Courtesy of Zelhan. There you go. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. I was gonna show my tile set. So if you look here, like it's not a typical tile set because you see there's all this spacing here. There's the spacing up under. This is under, I believe. The tiles are on top, and then there's spacing in between, and then you offset these textures so that they overlap. And so you can see these textures don't line up, and that's because they have padding on them so that they slide in behind each other. I made that cliff texture, yes. Okay, this guy, he's looking a little aggressive. So this is going to be an interesting thing. We can do it. Does the witch have eyebrows? The witch has eyelashes. Probably don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Eyebrows will be interesting. Don't know. Eyebrows say a lot about emotion, and that's not it. I thought he had a giant mustache. See, the way it is here is I'm thinking that was supposed to be a mustache when I did that, because I believe I said like, if we do this right, we can make that mustache look like a smile or something, or we can have it all in one. So I'm thinking it's like a big mustache with a big beard. Yo, howdy. Maybe we pull the beard back, because the beard is not really that big, because it is a really big mustache. So I might pull the beard back some. I have a very painterly style, by the way. Like, it's gonna look like poop while I figure out the shapes and stuff, because I like to lay a little bit down and then pull at it, pick at it, and get it how I want it to go. I think that's probably too much that way. That's a really long neck. Let's bring that down. But at the same time, that's really high shoulders. No. Drawing tablet. Yes. Is making a game addicting? It is very addicting. I can't say for everyone, but yes. Like, I don't really... Like, most of my free time, if you can call it that, is spent working on a game. It looks like Max Payne. It looks a little too chunky for Max Payne, I think. But it is looking like a vest and not... That's probably because we haven't done this color here. It's probably all this here. Oops. Okay, now... That's a really low-cut shirt now that I think about it. He's over here wearing what are those V-tops or whatever. What resolution I'm using for the picture? I'm using 64 by 64. If you look, you can look down in the bottom left corner there. Yep. And so, we said we give him a bunch of. He's a very hairy guy. Hey man, thanks for the tutorials. Well, thank you for watching them. This is terrible. Misfit, eh, bud? Where are you making the game in Godot or Unity? I'm making it in Godot. Let me fix this for a preview here. He's looking interesting. Not how I wanted him to look, but he's looking interesting. Maybe... There we go. Now he's a happy fella. I didn't read the live stream. No, you're good. Ain't no such thing, bud. Getting there. I don't have... What did I use for the lips? The witch's lips. Let's take that. Are the chest hair coming out of his shirt or his neck? His chest. Under his shirt. Speaking of which, we should do some shadows here. Did I take... I'll take the top one, right? Yes. Take that one, too. That's a terrible color, though. I gotta fix that. Looks like he has no mouth. Even now? Oh, yeah, it looks like he's got his mouth open, maybe. These are terrible colors. It looks like it's lacking a bit of saturation, maybe. It's awful. The chest hair makes him look dirty. Like, as in like it looks like dirt, or it's just he's dirty for having chest hair. Like it's just something I sketched up. I'm just doing it in rough shapes right now. Let's get the shine in here. Shine makes a man look happy. Does it? Probably. I made that little fact up. This is terrible. This is horrifying. You can make a cutscene with that pixel art. For the game, using this for a cutscene? Are you looking at this? No. Still have a long way to go before this becomes anything decent. So FX, outline, yes. Oh, I made it this time. Such a happy couple. Hee hee. Glad you can make it, bud. He is a very happy man. He's a very, very goofy, happy man, I think. Is there a reason you're not using a pre-made color palette? I believe that making your own color helps to establish the style of your game. Or if you mean even a pre-made palette that I've made, in that case, like I don't have enough experience to be like, oh, I want this and this and this and this and just make a color palette and use that. And if you're if you're talking about why I haven't made a palette using the colors that I've already picked, it's because I'm lazy. And I just pick from whatever I already have. Such a happy couple. Let me minimize this. They could not move their faces from happy to sad. Try not doing a cutout for the mouth and instead just do the mouth and see how it goes. You mean doing a cutout for the mouth? Makes sense, yeah. But if you mean, like I said, like why I'm not using someone else's palette, then I would highly recommend that you use your own. I think, I mean, you know, it's good to use other, like I'm not against using other people's stuff, but I think if you want to have your own specific, distinct style, then I recommend learning to pick your own colors. Otherwise, you won't get good at it. Because I started doing that, and then I was like, I'm not learning how to pick these colors. I'm just using colors someone else picked. And color are important to a game. That's terrible. These are just oof. Oof. Not sure, but do eyebrows help facial expressions in pixel? I don't. We can find out. Like I said, I've never drawn portraits before. I think maybe a little bit could help. Well, kind of like I don't know how to convey. Oh man, this is not it. I think his eyes might be too low too. This is all a learning process, by the way. I maybe. That's a good idea. Okay. The trouble is, I don't want to make him look too surprised. Oh, that's yeah, maybe. It's something. Now look weird. It looks this. Depressed. I think it looks a little worried. Looks old. I don't know. I do not know. We're gonna leave it for now. I do want to highlight though. Throw a highlight in here. Looks drunk. Jeez. I want to do this. I tried to do that for smiling, but it looks kind of weird that way. If I do. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fiddling, a lot of faffing about, because I'm learning, and so we got to start somewhere. And this is actually, let's look at her face. Her eyes are really, and we're not gonna use these eyes too. Oops. Let's try, because we can't have two different type of eyes like that. Let's try giving him proper eyes. We'll see where that gets us. Now, one thing I was noticing here is that her eyes go all the way to the side of her head, and that's where it ends. And he's got a lot of space. Kirby eyes. I don't know what Kirby eyes are. Don't know what they are. The butcher's eyes feel too animated? What do you mean animated? I'll go with that looks weird. Give us a second. Give us a second. We're just trying to find the shape out. You don't need to. You know what I should have done? No, I don't do that. That don't fit the character's style. Well, we're still trying to figure out what we're doing. Looks like he has glasses, maybe. Just faffing about, trying to figure out a style that I want to go with. You like the kitty eyes more? Or like, what are these? Is that what you mean by kitty eyes? It looks too blank. What if we make them bigger? More. Like the that looks cute. We will have to play around with it because I think it looks too blank. Like that looks terrible. You want to hug him? I don't know about that one. This is not going so well. Okay, let's bring this in a bit. Oh, this is... Wow. I am feeling hard today. Okay. Can't wait to play this game. It looks so addicting. I'm glad you think so. I think it'll be fun. If I can ever figure these portraits out. Because this is... Portraits are very hard. You should have seen when I first took up digital art. I tried drawing portraits, and there was one... I drew one face of a lady that that would probably mentally scar you. Like, it was in the uncanny valley was its issue. Like, it was nightmare fuel. Will it have a survival mode or in a story mode? Okay, so about that, there's an interesting thing I'm thinking of, right? Because I like survival type games, but I don't want to make this a survival game. But I am thinking of considering like the New Vegas approach, where there's a survival mode to where you need to eat and survive and that kind of thing. How like that's back burner stuff that it's just in the back of my mind that I'm considering. I would like to have some kind of survival mode that's optional, because there will be food in the game, and I think it would be cool. Like in the base game, like you don't have to eat, but if you pick a survival mode, then you know eating. You have like a hunger bar and everything. Story mode or exploration mode. Yes. Can we eat the dog? That's the real question. You cannot eat the dog, no. Why would you want to? Dog. It's not a dog either. It's a fox. Though there will be a dog, most likely, and other animals. Instead of the black outline, how you do it with? How would it look with your the color you use for shading now with? We could do that, because in the game, black is meant to represent things that you can interact with, but we could change it up for the portraits. Will you be able to change the fox? Change the pet? Do you mean like get different pets? If so, then yes, there will be different pets that you can have. We've been talking about a few of them, like different ones. And one of the ones that I'm interested in, because they'll have like utility purposes, is say there will be mimics in the game, and then say you get a mimic pet that can act as portable storage, so you can store extra stuff inside of it. I think that would be really cool. Let's see. This is now don't like I said, do not expect this to be good. I'm going to have to go through a bunch of iterations. In fact, later on, I'm probably going to do a timed thing. What I like to do with when I'm learning something is I'll set up a timer for like 5 minutes, and I'll do this over like repeated every 5 minutes. I'll draw a new thing, and so I'm probably going to do it with here. I'll just draw a sketch every 5 minutes, and what that does is sort of it makes you learn really quickly, and it makes you learn what works and what doesn't, and you start making little improvements every time. So, like right here, you can see I'm just screwing about. But if I had to restart over every time, then I would learn sort of what looks good and what doesn't, what to avoid, that kind of thing. Will you be able to play online with friends? That is on the back burner. I would like to do online multiplayer. I've never done online multiplayer before, though. And I don't want it to bog down development. Like, I don't, I've got a lot of momentum right now. I don't want it to sort of mess me up. So it's something that I would like to do, but it's something that I don't plan on doing for a while. And the trouble with online multiplayer is that the longer you wait to do it, the harder it is to implement. So, but it's something I would like to do. At the very least, it will have local multiplayer, which through the Steam thing. So, at the very least. But I would like to actually do proper multiplayer. The trouble with that, the local multiplayer is like you'd have to be on the screen at the same time as whoever you're playing with, which isn't the worst thing. But this is a game about exploration. I would like for you to be able to just run off and explore, Will you add like mini update when it comes out? Let's see. What do you mean mini update? Like just will I continue development, or will there be a level up system that unlocks powers or something? There will be. There is a whole character leveling system that will be implemented. And you'll unlock abilities. So like as a mage, you'll unlock new spells. As a warrior, you'll unlock new abilities, that kind of thing. Yes, what I said, and which was, yeah. So I will continue development so long as it's profitable for me to do so. Yes, and I would like to continue development long after the release. Like, if it's profitable for me to do so, like I could just develop this game because I have a lot of ideas for this game. This is generally like the game I've been wanting to make ever since I was like 13 years old, And so I have a lot of ideas for it, and so long as it doesn't clutter up the game and doesn't ruin the spirit of the game, then I would like to keep adding to it. Yeah. So long as I can, I will. But I wouldn't say minor updates. I would probably do big updates. Like, I don't want it to spam people with updates. I want the updates to have meaning to them. So probably like every couple months, few months, something like that. When do you think you're going to finish development? Do you have an idea about a release? I'm pushing for a demo by the March sometime. As for a full release, I haven't sat down and scheduled out anything like that. But I'm expecting it to take anywhere from a year to 2, possibly 3. Depends on how everything goes and just what I want to do. Because I haven't really designed exactly what I want to be in the 1.0 version. Portal update. I don't see there a point in being a portal. So I have to update every time someone finds a glitch. Oof. Not every time. You do them in batches. Because there's always gonna be bugs. No matter there was always gonna be bugs to fix. There's not gonna be a time like, oh, I've got all the bugs, they're good. You just wait for people to find bugs. They're like, you're always gonna know about them. That's not looped enough. Like a new dimension. I would like to do new areas, like after the release or whatever, that you could go to and explore. I think that would be a lot of fun. That portrait looks really good. Thank you. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Because I don't see really good, but I appreciate it. It's still something I'm trying to... No. Okay, good. Not being sarcastic. Because I don't see it. But I appreciate it. Oh, no, don't do that. No, man, let's see. Well, thank you. Like I said, it's all part of the learning process. I've got to figure out how this goes. I want him to have a big bulbous nose. Oh, that looks weird. Did I screw that? I did. Looks better than what I could do. It looks cute. It looks nervous. I think his shoulders, his arms, maybe aren't. Looks like he's got his arms tucked into him. The nose ruined it. Well, there's not a lot of room for a nose here. And I'm not sure how I want to do noses. He needs a nose, though. Like, when you do a portrait, you need a nose. I don't know what I want to do for a nose, though. Try removing the mouth and having it covered by the beard. Just having a... Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Just having a beard. Even more cuter? Good. We'll get there eventually. I mean, it's very scratchy, but, you know. Ooh, yeah. Not a bad idea. I like it. Because I know that mouth wasn't working. that mouth was the horror stuff. I like it too. I mean, it's got a long way to go, but we'll get there. Let me do this. Yeah, we'll grab that too. Oops, no. There. Looks older now. Well, I mean, he's not a young feller. He's probably in his 30s, I would imagine. Mid-30s. Thinking about the eyes, you could paste your eyes onto him and adapt it from there. Let's try that. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Well, he have a daughter. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, let's get a screenshot. I don't know how I would go for the You could have like a pet bunny. It would be nice if we had something like a little pet. Husband's cuter now. I think this needs to be an emoji on Discord. Let me export this. No, not spreadsheet. Well, I don't think it would matter, to be honest. We'll just export there. And I'll pick it up later. Alright. Take away the brightness of the eyes? What do you mean the brightness? You don't mean the highlight or the whites? Longer sideways? No, wrong brush. I do like to exaggerate things, so it's probably right. Make it more smaller. A simple like I look. Let's pull this down a little bit. It could also be the eyelashes. Like maybe his eyelashes are just too much. We could go with a lighter color maybe. Oh no, it looks terrible. It looks like he's staring into my soul. His wife in disguise. I love your channel. Thank you. You're incredible. Appreciate it. He looks even worse. I don't think it's that bad. It's not better. What if we do like this? Oof, this is no. Oh well, it was worth a try. Let's get rid of it all. Because if I go back too far, I'm gonna lose that mustache. Menacing in the white corners. So I say curly mustache for the win. I don't want to do curly mustache. I think it's not the style that I'm going for, like, for the character. I think it'll make him look too... I don't know what the word is. I'm silly for lack of a better word. It's basically me with a chunky beard. Oh, once upon a time, my beard was bigger than his. That's been a while, though. Okay. I don't know what to do with the eyes. It's looking good, you think? Well, thank you. I think it's getting there. It's just trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm using... do a nose. We tried a nose and it didn't work. We'll try it again here in a little bit though. I'm using a sprite. A pro tip, if you're ever watching someone, usually you can see the name of the program in the top left corner. Oops. Classic Mickey Mouse. Maybe. I'm about to start looking up guy portraits, pixel art portraits. This is terrible. Let's see what we can find. I'm gonna take a chance and pull this up. Just uses colors for the eyes, for that eye. What I'm seeing here is a lot of color, not black. That could be useful. Like, why do their eyes look decent? Wait, hold on. Maybe. I agree, maybe the eye should be closer to the mustache. Maybe. Okay, let's just try not going for black. Let's go for a darker color. Let's try, I think what they did here. What if we did them on the bottom? Might make them look tired, I would imagine. What if we did it along the top? The game's really joyful looking. It looks like it's vibrant and childish. Thank you. That's sort of the style I'm going for. Like, for me, I like bright colors and that kind of thing, but with a dark twist to it. I want him to be cute. I want him to be cute too and strong. That is his whole thing. Is that he's a big, strong man, but he's got a soft interior, like soft heart. You're gonna need the whites of the eyes for the portrait for it to look right, probably. I mean, those portraits I seen didn't look too bad, but every time I try the whites, it just doesn't work. What if we do a very small white? Huh? Maybe. Looks some angry. It does look a little angry. What is a happy expression? I don't make happy expressions, so I don't know what that is. What is a happy expression? I don't know. There should be like enemy named Aaron. He should be glitchy like. I don't think that fits the genre that I'm going for. Just the eyebrows. Hold on, what? Yeah. What if we do? Oops. Something like. Hey, that looks a little better. Okay. Raised eyebrows. Those eyebrows curved in what direction? Like, that looks angry. That looks depressed. I don't know, like you keep making him look angry. If he's smiling, well, it's gonna be hard to see his face because of this beard. Oops. Bigger eyes? Alright. Bigger white or of the eyes? Generally, you'd want his eyes to be a bit bigger and further apart. If possible, he also sort of looks like a duck. Let's try further apart. I think it feels too far apart. If we just bring this one. No, the whites are eyes. No, the whites are fine. I don't want to go too much on the whites. I feel like it goes weird when I do that. The white part below the eyebrows make it look more darker. You're probably right. Without the nose, he looks like a duck. You're probably right. What if we bring the nose here? I want to make a game. The player knows the game, but there is an error in the game. And let's try to destroy the game from exiting. And the player has to stop him. Oh, that's interesting. I like that idea. Try the black eyebrows to be turned. If it not look good, remove it. Now some highlights. Great, let's try some highlights. Get a big highlight in there. That ain't gonna work. No. Think the nose look good? Good. I guess still need some refinement, but we'll get there. Let's try, there's a thing here. Let's try this to see if we can sort of round it up a bit. Make it look a little more jolly. Yeah. What do y'all think of that? I think it looks pretty good. Bigger nose. Nose already looks pretty big. No, that's too big. Alright. Highlight in the nose. Yeah, I got that. Looks good, but the eyes. Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. I'll make the nose and the highlight bigger. Move it a tad to the left. Nice. Cheek highlights. That would make him look a little more happy, wouldn't it? Let's see. Where is his cheeks? Guessing. Sounds a bit of. Can we do a bit of that? He's looking all right. Face is still shaped funny though. Nose makes him look so much better. Definitely needs an ear. Oof, not ears. Oof, oof. Can we pretend like characters don't have ears in this game? They just don't have ears. They just have little holes in their head that nobody can see. I know the eye's pretty good actually. I think it needs something more. Oh, it's looking great. Give me the eyes. Thank you. We got there eventually with y'all's help. Let's see if we can keep it going. Now let's go and screw stuff up. Let's work on its mustache a bit. It's a little out of shape. I appreciate y'all's help. Y'all made a big difference. I would move one of the eyes 1 pixel down. Not so certain about that one. Oops. Yeah. Eyes look great. It looks kind of like a quest giver NPC. Yeah. He doesn't look jolly enough for what I have in mind for him. But like I said, right now we're just practicing, sort of figuring out what style we want to go for. If we can get the style that we want, sort of how we do things, we should be fine. But we got to get there first. So, you know, practice, iteration, lots and lots of just doing things over and over again. Because, I mean, I'm going to draw this guy probably 6 or 7 more times before I'm done with him. And, like, I'm talking about, like, here in the next, probably this week or not next. If Mario was a butcher. Maybe. You know, some anime game that, let's see. I don't know what you're talking about. You should make your art guide? Shit. Let's fix this outline. All y'all have been giving helpful advice. Okay, this shaped funny. Now, this I imagine probably needs. Look here, looking at my own head here for reference. I think it comes up straighter and then comes out. So. Good thing about being bald, when you draw bald people, you can have a reference right there. Maybe shoulders should be, yeah, the shoulders will be broader. But no, we haven't got to that yet. We're about to do that here in a second, probably. Something like that, maybe. I'm also thinking, what if we bring his... Oops. Bring his head down just a tad. Look, showing it this thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that going. Niggas like long as a Barbie doll. What about now? Also very... Is this just shoulders that make the neck look weird? What do you mean? What about the shoulders? See, all he needs is... You're gonna make me do it, ain't you? Don't want to make him look too short on the portrait. Remember, you have to over exaggerate how short. This is not the Viking. This is the butcher. Or you mean we don't want to make him look short too. Eyebrows. Well, see, the thing about like it'll be difficult to get how short the Viking is because of the fact that like it's just gonna be his head and shoulders, right? Like, how do you tell how short someone is from their head and shoulders? I think it'd be difficult to do. Really excited for the next devlog. Well, thank you. We'll see how it goes. This week, I meant to say, this week it's a little weird because typically I start working on the game Sunday or whatever. But for this week, I wanted to do a bit of story work, which I can't really show in a devlog. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Because I haven't even started working on what's going to be in the devlog yet. It's going to be the dialogue system, which I have an idea for how I'm going to do it, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But pretty much I'm going to be talking about the dialogue system. Will you add an Easter egg for your game? Like, will I add Easter eggs, like in general? I would like to have Easter eggs, yes. I don't know what, though, but we'll see. I think Easter eggs are fun. Especially probably do some from our community. We have a lot of fun little memes and stuff in our community that we do. Like, that are specific to our community, our Discord community. So I'll probably throw some stuff in there for our community members to pick up on. Like, I don't know what you mean. A note in the butcher's eyes, down those eyes. Bring the chest a bit forward. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do that. House, not what? Oh. Like the bear in the camera frame. Oh, the bear will be there. The bear, pallbearer will be a pet in the game. Chestnut pet, yeah. I think that made a big difference. Yeah. The bear, yeah, if you're new to the channel, then he is from my tutorial series. He was the character I used in my tutorials. He's pallbearer and he's very special. Thank you. Maybe you can add Easter eggs to the NPC's houses. What kind of Easter eggs could we add? Howdy, 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 and welcome to the stream. Pallbearer retired from the tutorials, indeed. He's a little glad he's getting tired of getting beat up and falling off platforms and everything else I put him through. This is not too bad. not too bad. Why not use the built-in outline feature? Because I already had the outline there. Can you use it just to fix stuff? I don't know. The bird looked good, but don't agree with the eye whites, though. The beard, I'm guessing you mean. Yeah. Don't agree with the eye whites. I don't think they're too bad. They're better than what we had before. I don't know how to... What if we darken this color a bit? Without the eyes, it looks like a psychopath a little bit. If we bring this up more, nope. I'm digging it. What about this, though? That's way too creepy. Yeah. I think they need the eye whites on top too, because it makes them look more cheerful. Let's see. Pixel art, it's hard to get details in, man. You not reading my comments? I'm sad. Oh, sorry, but I read that one. Let's see. Actually, the butcher is the son of the demon and the angel. I'll explain why he has no eyebrows or ears. we'll do ears eventually. I'm putting it off for as long as I can. If it makes you feel better, I'm not reading a lot of them. There's a lot of comments coming in. I'm trying to read the ones I can without getting too distracted. I'm a slow reader. His name is Teddy of Town for now. Cactus sad times. What's sad, Cactus? Did I remove a feature that you liked? A quest to find him in here. Oh, I mean, to be honest, I don't think anybody's gonna have an ear. If I can get away with it. That's pretty good. I think this. Ooh, I like that. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, see if we can get a bit of shape going to this. You can't cover his ears with hair yet. Are you going to add like quest? Yes, I will have quest. EMF can cover with hair, yes. But yes, there will be quests. Ideally, even side quests. Like I want to have. There will be a main quest, of course, as an RPG. But ideally, I would like to have side quests. Which I can't imagine why I wouldn't. And when I play RPGs, side quests are some of my favorite things to do. Like if they're interesting, you know, like none of the just go here and kill 10 rats type of things. I always hated those. But I think if you can do an interesting side quest, and that's one of the reasons why Majora's Mask was one of my favorite 3D Zeldas as a kid. Because like Ocarina of Time, it had a lot of content, but everything was very linear and to the point. Whereas Majora's Mask, you had all that, you could just goof around and do miscellaneous things, you know? Oh. How long have you been making games? I have been programming games for about 10 years. That's just random mechanics, you know. Never really trying to finish a game. I didn't really decide to start trying to finish a game until lately, which is what I've been doing for about, I think it's about a year now. I've been refining this idea, trying to get it how I want it. And now that like the biggest hurdle for me was art, trying to get art that I was proud of, that I could make a game out of, and I finally hit that, I think. So this is what you see now, me, proud of making this art. So continuing with the game. Why you like Breath of the Wild so much? Yeah, I've actually haven't played too much of that one. I feel like that one's a little too open though. Like maybe. No. But I jumped down the cliff and I just put it down and never picked it back up. No, not really any particular reason why. I just didn't have any direction, really. Give him a singular curly hair on top. No, I think that's too childish. I don't want him to look like a child. He's supposed to look like a big, strong man with just, got a soft heart. One quest, go and explore NPC's house as they're acting weird. Oh, they're not real. They have come in disguise. I don't know what you're trying to say there, bud. Like an ambush type thing? Like a bandits are waiting for you? Should the butcher be old? I think that horoscope makes his very old. What horoscope? He is not meant to be like really old, but probably around in his 30s, I would imagine, mid 30s. Let's bring this out a little more. What do y'all think of that? I think he needs eyebrows and ears. I think he needs ears too. That's nice on top of beard, and he look old. Yeah, well, I think it's good. Oh, and howdy, welcome to the stream. Do you have any advice for those of us who's starting out in game development? Practice. My headcanon is like he has like no ears. It's funny, like we're gonna have this guy with his beard, and then the dwarf is gonna be not the dwarf, but the Viking is gonna be hilarious because like half the portrait is just gonna be beard. Will we be able to craft and buy from shops? Buy from shops, yes. Crafting system, and it's in the works. Like it's on the back burner though. I think it's too close to his face. His ear? Probably. But yeah, I would like to have a crafting system. I don't know what kind of crafting system. I also think it's a little too sideways looking. But I don't want to get bogged down in making a crafting system. I would like to have an interesting crafting system if possible. This is not going to go well. Yeah. But I don't know what kind yet. But at the moment, it's not something... Eyes go with the top of the head. That's the mouth. Is that really how big our ears are? Dude, our ears are massive. I can't do that. Terraria style crafting system, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Terraria has way too many items, so... Let me pull these portraits again. Let's look at these ears. Give him thick eyebrows? Maybe. Anything to get me away from here. Well, it'd be difficult. I'm having a hard time deciding what kind of eyebrows to give him. Like, yeah? What do y'all think of that? There you go. All right. Try black. I don't know about black. We could try a darker color. Yeah, I'm not feeling black. We could try darken this. Probably has to go even darker, maybe. And then go here. No, I don't feel that either. He looks a bit like you. Yeah, that wasn't intended. Alright, now we can add a bit of shading here, because this looks a little weird. Maybe bring this forward a bit. It's been very frustrating trying to tell you to add eyebrows 20 minutes ago, but you precisely skipped all my comments about them. Sorry, bud. There's a lot of comments. I don't know if you're paying attention, but there are a lot of people talking. I'm having a hazard. Oh, don't be careful, bud. Also, brown pixel in the eyes. My live feed just died. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Bottom right. My comment was the chosen one. Look at you. Let's try this. It's not gonna work out. Let's try black here. I think it's too dark though. Coming along nicely. Well, thank you. I'm pretty good with it. What about that back of the head? Where does that come to? About. So his is actually a little higher up, I think. That's not. I need a mirror. Can you fix the shoulder? It's triggering me. Oh, is it? Yeah, I was looking at something because someone mentioned using the outline tool, but I don't think you can do it if the outline's already there. Okay, thanks for mentioning that. I probably would have published the game and never realized it. Honestly, this looks good enough to ship. It's not too bad. It's good enough to skip to the next one at least, I think. We can get started on another one. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do Olaf? Or no, Olaf? Or no, it's Olafo. Or do you want to do the witch? I love the outline tool so much. Been using it. White outlines a lot recently. What do you use white outlines for? Which magic toy is here? Oh yeah, we still ain't done the year. Which Lafo is 83% bigger. That is true. He would be very easy to do. Make the player. The player. That's an interesting idea. Could do the player. I don't expect to use the player in any portraits for the devlog though. This is mostly for the devlog. But we may do a player portrait later. But there's also going to be a female player that you can select. So we need to do the female art soon. Could do that on stream at some point. You have an idea? Well, let's hear it, Jojo. Like a question for the player. No idea if he's distracted enough. No, we can get ideas and see what people want to do. That's what the stream's about. Just interacting with y'all, seeing what y'all want to do. Big improvement for each. Yes. And I learned a lot too. That was sort of the main point of this, was just to learn, try to figure out what style I wanted to do. You make a girl player so you can choose what gender you are. I just said that, Jojo. I just said that like 2 seconds ago, bud. There's going to be a female character that you can select. Let's see. I think we're going to do the witch next then. Alright, let's save this. Doop. Here. Nope, not there. There. I'll join Discord, and now the white outline stuff, and I'm talking about this. That's fine. Yeah, that'd be great. It's just a stylistic choice. I would love to see it. Love to see what you do with it. Yeah, I think you might be behind a little bit, Jojo. I have an idea for the crafting method. Well, let us hear it, Zombie Cookie. All right. Oh, yeah, let's flip this guy over, because one of the things you need to do when you're drawing portraits and stuff is to flip it over and see what looks weird. There's a few things I can see that I need to fix. I'm not going to do it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep saving it like that. But when I do it, portraits in the game, it's going to be flipped. So always remember to flip your stuff when you're drawing big things like this. Would be fun to compare. Brainstorming to get ideas. Got you. All right. Which. All right. Fix this again. Now we can bring him back up here. And her down here. Okay. Ooh. Take a second to stretch if y'all don't care. You have committed grave sin of not giving him... He has the chest hair. It's right there. I mean, it's not great, but it's a start. No. All right. Whew. It took us an hour and a half. And we're about to start another one. Looks like this might be a 3-hour stream, depending on how well this goes. All right. Let's get the silhouette going. So, must read the crafting method idea. You may get a specific item and give it to the cute beard man, and then you have to wait some minutes, and he goes back and gives you the item. Let's see. Well, he is a butcher, so his main purpose is to sell monster drops and stuff. The first of anything is so that is true. Which time? So let's see. Let's look at him. One of the things I want to do is, you notice these poses are not very interesting. One of the things I want to do later is sort of make them more dynamic and stuff, give them more character. I don't want to just have blank staring poses. Have to run. Thank you for the photo too. Thank you for dropping by, bud. Witchy. Let's get started. Alright, witchy. This seems to be a fan favorite. Game Endeavor, you should make it so that he talks when his eyebrows move down. That is a good idea. We will do that. Butcher is cute, but needs a better name. Well, that's not his name. We haven't named any of these. Well, Lafo has a name. It was supposed to be a temporary name, but I kind of like it because it's a play on the Olaf cliche. So I think he's the only one with a name. Okay, so which? If y'all can think of names, shoot them at me. We'll take a look at the different names and see what we come up with. I have a list of names. What's your name? Pringles? I don't think we could do that. To design different emotions, you could draw the shape of the body in one layer and the details, eyes in another layer. That's true. I keep making punny alliteration and name suggestions. The Crazy Witch Lady. I like seeing the fan art in the last episode. Yes, the fan art was amazing. I'm probably gonna show it somewhere. Someone did a fan art of all the NPCs, which was just amazing. Like, it was a fantastic piece of art. I feel like you can make a silly name for the girl. Something silly would be nice. Call the Bluebird Instagram. Can't do that either. Y'all guys do know what trademarks are, yeah? Something like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Let's see. I never named anything before. I've named a few things. I'm good at naming pets. Like, I had my dog now is Rexosaurus Rex. I had a cat named Mr. Meowgy. Well, I didn't name him though. But it was what? Dr. Mew. So, names are fun. But these are not pets. This hair is looking. I'm not too concerned with this silhouette. Her head looks tiny compared to the butcher. He has a real big head. I think I want to go with bigger heads. I have a cat named Kitty. There you go. I had a white mouse when I was a kid. I called him Blackie. I was a weird kid. Oh, is that the artwork you're sharing? Yeah, that was someone did that one. This is just fantastic. Such a good piece. My one cat with him. There you go. And it's funny, like, when I have a pet, I tend to call him just Buddy all the time. It's not his name, but like especially when he was younger, I just called him Bud or Buddy. And so people always thought that was his name. Like anytime I was talking to somebody and I said Bud, he would answer. Poor dog. Okay. Keep that a little bit so I can sort of see where that chin is. In fact, I'll fill it in there. I have a dog named Money, but sadly he isn't. Oh, I hope you find him, bud. That makes me sad. Dogs should never be missing. Okay. Let's see. If I remember correctly, eyes about halfway through the head. Right? I think that's where the eyes be. Let's take his eyes. Not that way. So we have a good starting point. We're going to do something similar, I think. Try to keep a consistent style. Because I like how his eyes turned out eventually. I think that's pretty good. My Butcher Bobby. Big Butcher Bobby, sketchy. Butcher should be named Teddy to tribute to your game with the teddy bear. I like that, actually. I like Teddy. Makes him sound like, you know, it goes with his personality. It's very, you know, I like it. What did we do? We did it on either, yeah. Alright, we'll touch these eyes up later. We're just going to copy them, exactly what we did there. Okay, let's go with the chin here. Erase that a bit. Go with this backstory too. Yeah. Theodore, but his wife calls him Teddy. Oh, that's good. That's really sweet. Howdy, Matt Have. Welcome to the stream, bud. Isn't the witch in the thumbnail? She, it's not the finished one. Like, it's just, like, I've drawn her a couple of times. And so, like, we're just, like, even the butcher here, like, this may not even be the final one. These are just practices to sort of get good at what I'm doing. And so we've sort of, you know, we figured out a few things from drawing the butcher that we would want to try to implement here as well. So that's the one in the thumbnail is not the one I want to use. In fact, I don't like it at all. It's just sort of to convey what we're doing here. I'll be honest, yeah, butcher looks like me, yeah. I realized that halfway through the stream when I was making him. So let's see. I had an oh no moment. Okay, this face looks a little long, I think. Let's get the hair in. We'll figure it out. What about the bird? What are you going to name the bird on the witch? Bird doesn't have a name yet. We will need to name the bird because it's going to have its own character arc and everything else. it'll have its own wants and needs. Twinkie. What are you doing? Jeez. The bird could be named. No, we can't name the bird in Instagram. You have ideas for that bird? Would love to hear them. Knowing Iniki though, you're probably very secretive about it during the chat. Iniki don't like to have stuff given away. But yeah, I would love to hear what your ideas on the bird would be. Let's see, that's too long. Y'all trying to get him sued for you? Yeah, they are. Well, I already answered the Twinkie one before. Why do you want to name Twinkie? Is that a reference I don't get? His face is silly looking. She ain't got a beard, so it's gonna be hard to draw her face. I'd rather draw the top of her head. Let's see. Face feels really long. Let's get her lips in. Play some, move stuff around. Go bald. I don't think we can make all the characters bald. Her head looks swampy based on her pixel art. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get this in the portrait. It's gonna be one of those things we have to tweak around and fiddle with. Like, it looks cool in the pixel art. I don't know how well it's gonna look in the portrait. Drop the eyes, make them slightly lower. Because it's cute and it gives a more good looking. When you try to mess with the witch, the bird can be like a monster. I have a sneaking special careers. I wonder what makes you think that. I feel like her chin is pointed in too much. I don't want to point it out. Make him a monster like a phoenix. He will be. We'll figure some stuff out for him. He's gonna be interesting, I think. The witch is named Chimera, and the bird is named Budgie. Why is the witch named Chimera? That sounds scary. She's not a scary witch. Jesus. What if we? Our eyes feel a little close too. A little better. I think the jaw might be too harsh. Chimera Budgie is a bird name. We should give our bird an epic name, though. Are there any bird gods? That should be the name. See, it's good for the start. So, are you using a drawing pad or the mouse? I'm using a drawing pad. I would not be able to draw with a mouse. Let's see, lips. What color are lips? It's a bit reddish, I think. Something like that. Now, I spent a lot of time on her, like, that right there took me like half an hour. Lips are so hard in pixel art. There's so many different styles that I tried as well. Yeah, that. Thunderbird. Oh, maybe. Morgan. Garuda. Oh, the eyes are too little. It's funny. Her eyes are too little. And the butcher has like this same ish eyes. Yeah. And his look fine. We are also very zoomed out a bit. Just gonna zoom in a little more. I'm not digging this at all. Does your program support layers? It does. There's a key for it, but I always forget it. New layer. There you go. Shift in. Boop. And you can draw on top of stuff. Someone early suggested using layers to help different parts of the face. Yes. Any key suggested, I believe. That'll be later if we get to that point. Like, right now I just want to draw everything on a flat surface and not be concerned with that. Make an event where we go back in time to know more about the bird and how he meets the witch. Maybe a flashback, but probably not back in time. There's not really a time theme to this game. Her nose. What did I do for here? I don't really, not too keen on that. We'll figure it out. Smaller. Let's take this. Because I don't think we have that on the other character. Noses, man. They're tricky. Her eyes should be bigger than the guys. That's actually a good point. Like, the big eyes are usually known to be cuter. So let's try bigger eyes. No, let's not do it right now though. Let's get the facial structure in first. Sort of get everything laid out, then we'll start pushing things around. Does the witch talk to herself or anything? We probably will. You could have her refer to herself as Barb or something. Then you could come find out the Barb is the name of the bird and not her name. I like that. We could do that. Just everybody calls her Barb, but she just she's like, who are you talking about? But she's never she never bothers to correct them. She just lets them call her Barb. That's funny. The bird is the real one with magical powers. That's pretty good. Maybe. Now keep in mind, she's also not really good at magic, so that would be saying that the bird's not good at magic. Which, I mean, I'm cool with, but just something to keep in mind. Oh, let's see. First I was like an RPG game, now the character looks like they are in an anime world. Anyway, you know, trying to have that cartoony look. The game is sort of inspired by, sort of inspired by the JRPGs that I played as a kid. I don't want to have an anime look because I don't particularly watch or care much for anime. It's not really my type of thing. But at the same time, I do want it to have a sort of cartoony look. I wouldn't say it looks like anime though. I'd just say it looks like cartoony. Plot twist. The bird is a higher level druid. Actually turned by a human. And the bird is the witch. I grew up with my brother, sister. Maybe she's not good at magic because she's not a good medium for magic. So the bird can use all of his potential. The bird uses her as a medium. That's hilarious. Let's see. Let's get this going in here. I like that. But that makes me wonder, though, why the bird hasn't picked someone else. Why they just moved on and found a better person. Sort of laying that out. Teddy the Butcher. Old Theodore. Every detail matters. This mind control bird. Bird was her boyfriend, but one of her spells backfired and turned him into a bird. Maybe she could be good at magic if she knew what she was doing, but she's too excitable to study it properly and just mix it up. No, I'm thinking that she wants to be good at it. Like, it's one of her goals is to be good at magic, but it's just every time she tries, it ends up failing. I like the Teddy name. I like the Teddy name too. I think we're going to call him Teddy. Yeah. Oh, this is not... She's not looking how I wanted her to look. Though, to be honest, I'm not really sure how I wanted her to look. You have a lot of ideas for my game. Well, good. I'd love to hear them. Sort of something I'm going to be doing is, just letting the community design a bunch of this stuff. Because y'all have some really good ideas. Better ideas than I do. So, I mean, y'all are more than welcome to give your ideas, and we'll make this game together. That's what I mean. Like, if you notice when I name the devlogs, I say our devlog. It's some, solo dev, but y'all are helping out. So, I consider it to be our devlogs. I don't know what to do here. I'll keep notes of some of these things. I appreciate that, Nikki. I really do. Because I was going to have to watch the stream back. Just take everything. Because y'all have had some really good ideas. The stream is basically backseat developing. Pretty much. Like, yeah. Pretty much, yes. And I'm cool with that, Because I love the idea that y'all can help contribute to make this game what it is. Once enough time to watch this. What are you trying to say, bud? You trying to say it's not going so well? Weapons. Is it difficult to make a game on a stream like this? It is difficult to program on a stream, which is, you'll notice the streams here lately have been more about design and art. So I think that's a better approach to this. I'd rather do that than do actual programming on the stream, because programming on the so what did I do there? Programming on the stream is very distracting, trying to keep up with the conversations for when they're there. There's usually not, but and then having to explain what I'm doing, it's just, and it's very slow. Like I can't get as much done doing that. But drawing, however, I can draw and talk at the same time. It's not an issue. So it's actually like there's a reason why we're doing portraits today, because like I flipped the script. I was going to do something else for this stream, but then I was like, I'm going to be doing the dialogue system. It would be nice to have portraits to show for that devlog. So I was like, let's just draw portraits on stream, because otherwise I would have to do this, tonight. Of the art style, simple yet amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Can you make a remodel for the skeleton? We may end up remodeling the skeleton. Player 2, because I don't like how the player looks. Now that I've drawn a few characters, I've got a bit more experience to drawing characters. I would like to redo the player, but sort of still keep that style. Do you not like the skeletons? They probably, I think they're kind of cute. But they could probably do with a redo, yeah. Especially their silhouette. Their silhouette's doesn't really stand out or anything. Imagine a game full of old characters with no ears. You like the skeletons? I like the skeletons. I do think they need a bit of touch up though. But they're not bad for skeletons. Chunky style hair equals swampy hair. Yeah. We're going to keep the hairstyle though. We just have to figure out how we want it to look. Because I don't want it to be like, I don't know. It's hard to explain exactly what I want with this hair. And it's going to be hard to implement. I know that for a fact. Because I don't want it to look, I don't know. Like I want it to look nice, but at the same time not. Like I want to be like, oh, that's cute. She's really dirty. Like if you get what I'm saying, like, I don't know. And that's going to be really difficult to do. If you have ideas off stream, GE has a Discord with a channel specifically for suggestions. That I do. You can drop your suggestions there, and then we will take note and discuss them there. Skeletons are after our ears. They got a little necklace of ears on them. Bubblish hair. How would you do bubblish hair? Pardon me. There's even the link in the description for that Discord. If you ever want to drop by and give ideas. We often chat about different game topics and stuff in there. Try to figure stuff out like we do on these streams. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this face, though. Let me look at these portraits. Because that face is just not cutting it. Could be the angle, too. The angle might be a little weird. And speed cubing streams became a thing on Discord. That was weird. Like, it was, like, what, 3 people solving Rubik's Cubes on stream? You could just pick whichever one you wanted to watch. That was interesting. It was a lot of fun, though. I like that character. That's a really cool character. The eyes should be wider, and the eyebrows for sure will help. Probably. Main thing right now is that face structure. I don't like it one bit. I think maybe I've got to turn too much. You see, eyes should be wider. Let's try that. Because that was what I'm just thinking of. Like, if I want to turn her head more, then I've got to move her eyes about. Probably having bigger eyes would help in his situation. Any reference for Mama Bear? What's Mama Bear? I see that hair is really hard. We really need the bird to help to finish it. Yeah, the bird will come in here in just a second. What's the size? Size is 64 by 64. You can see in the bottom left corner there. So let's try to figure out this face. How did I do it here? Not really fond of those eyes either. The bear what you use for your tutorials. Is there a reference? Don't think there is. Try to add freckles to her face. Freckles could be nice. I don't know how well that will go with pixel art, so we'll put that on. We'll save that for later. I don't want to get too bogged down with that. Try to get an idea for these eyes. These eyes, man, they're going to give me a hard time. I don't know how I want to do them. Maybe we give her a bit more here. Eyelashes. Yes, you will need eyelashes. Let's go do that. Eyelashes will make a big difference. Might even help me get the shape going too. I know what to do. Add eyebrows. It always makes things look better. Probably. She looks like a female specimen of Mothman with the big irises. Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. No ears. Not if I get away with it. Let's see. What about? It's always difficult to do that kind of thing. We can make her eyes look longer. What do you mean? Look longer. Looks like she's surprised. I think the eyes might be too high. They were stolen by the skeletons. There you go. It's okay to have part of the eye not be on the face due to the angle we are viewing her at. Well, I'm trying to change the angle. I don't like this angle. It's too off. I want to bring it more towards the camera. Nose probably ain't helping none. His nose looks like it's on the side. Do you think the time map will be better in Godot 4.0? I don't know when they're going to be doing it, but I know they've been talking a lot about it. And I think they hired a new guy that's going to be working on it. So I don't know if it's in 4.0, like when they have it planned, but you know. Now, me personally, the only really tile map that I've used at any point here lately, like I haven't really like used any other tile map editors. So Godot's tile map thing doesn't really bother me so much. It's got its issues here and there, but for the most part, actually, like, I don't know what the fuss is about, to be honest. At some point, Zoe will need to be version locked to Godot. Eventually, that will break things, and you need to freeze before that happens. Yes. Do you use a mouse or tablet to do pixel? I use a pen tablet. It's a very common question. I use a tablet, and I highly suggest one. You're becoming a celebrity, Nikki. You have a nice artistic skills. Well, thank you, bud. I try to learn. Still learning a lot. Experimenting, trying to figure out what works. Game engine or game engine? You should add any keys to a game like a boss battle. Maybe. Even I need to learn big art. Oh, let's see. Get wrecked. Yeah, we could probably find a place for any key in the game. It'd be difficult though, considering that his avatar is based on like a whole technology concept. What are steps to it? Can't wait for more devlogs. I like the style of them right now. Thank you. Practice, practice, practice. Yes, there you go. That is the answer. For learning pixel art, though, I would highly recommend the book Pixel Logic. It is what clicked pixel art for me. Like I fiddled around with it for a lot and had a little bit of difficulty getting to it, but when I read that book, man, I was like, bam, and I was off to the races. Let's see. Face feels a little chunky. Maybe. I think I don't like this. I think we're gonna go back to what we were doing with the butcher, where we had like this and then just a piece of it. I think that looks better. This looks, now that I think about it, it looks like something I would have drawn when I was 3 years old. You ever seen yourself draw something like a character when you were 3 years old, and it just had to, I don't know. Had a very amateurish look to it. Let's go with that. She should have a different eye color because she is a witch. Probably. Now keep in mind, like anytime we do things like this is not the actual color that we will be using. It's just laying out, you know. Oh, I bet that chin is contributing a lot, actually, to the to the turn of her face. Let's pull this back a little bit more. I'm getting there. It's a little more round than I anticipated, or than I wanted. Let's see if we can fix that. I think you should move the mouse slightly down. I think you are correct. Nose too, maybe. Small mouth means cute, right? Like in small mouth is usually considered to be cuter. So I was thinking like it might need to make it bigger, but I don't think so. I don't know how that works. That looks good. Okay. Bring this eye closer. Oof. What if we bring it back now? Generally big eyes, large forehead. Large forehead, really. Small mouth is cute. Baby proportions. Okay. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about the large forehead. Any key could be like a futurist enemy. We did talk about a steampunker. That was from the future. Now that I remember about it. maybe he talks about a sentient AI named Aniki. No, man, that's look how low down Paul Bear's eyes are. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got really lucky with how cute I made him. I don't know how I did it, to be honest. It's always found it really difficult to replicate too. Like when I tried drawing him again, I just got really, really lucky. You're gonna be famous. He already is. Like, listen to y'all. There you go. Need to do some study on pixel noses, because that is not yet. That is not how we do them. Hey, I'm new to this community. Hey, welcome to the community. Okay, I need to prepare for our jam. Bye. See you later, Madhav. You're fine. Okay, it's not terrible. Is it time to add the bird? I think it's time to add the bird. Let's add the bird. The bird will add character to the... Yeah. Gotta have the bird. Let's see. It always ends up, I guess, the bird's weird. The bird creepy, he is looking at you deep into your, he is, well, you know, very magical bird. Bird needs its own lair. What does the bird need its own lair for? But you're probably right. Oops. She looks too motherly. I think it's the roundness of her face. I don't know how to get rid of it and make her look decent. It makes it easier to move and resize them without messing up the witch. True. True enough. Okay. Let's see if we can get him facing us this way. Oh no, the bird is gone. No, the bird's there. Any key can. Whoa, why would you want to hate any key? That sounds mean. Let's darken this up. Beak is going to be so difficult. You don't like this? What don't you like about it? You like the bird like that? Like what? This way? Or the facing towards the... You gotta answer me, bud. Like there's a bit of a lag. Because I'm gonna say both, and you can't just say yeah. Because I mean, by the time you answer it, that's like good 10 seconds has passed. I say to make the witch a bit less chubby. We're working on it. We're gonna work on it. She's got a very round face. I don't want it to have a round face. I want her to be like she's very small, you know, childlike, very skinny. There is nothing wrong with chubby. Not a thing wrong with chubby. Just not her character. The butcher's wife, you know, she's a chubby lady. Not saying it is wrong. Well, nobody's saying it is wrong. Let's see. Facing us? That's the one that you like, facing us. I kind of like it this way, but we can take a look. See what everybody else thinks. What do y'all think of the birds facing? Let's also darken this a bit, give him a bit of shade. Big boy. The bird? Bird's not a big boy. Big chunky boy. The bird? The bird ain't a big chunky boy. What are y'all talking about? We'll probably have him looking around during the conversation or whatever. It does look like he's breaking that fourth wall pretty hard, though. How many bosses you want to be in a game? I haven't figured out how many. I still got to lay out the story to even get an idea for that. I think she's cute, but she likes the witch. But yeah, like we're gonna work on that. And now keep in mind, she's not like your typical witch. She's just like the town, like, it's hard. I don't know how to explain it. Like she's not a toil and trouble type of witch. You know, she deals with herbs and stuff like that. The bird lays eggs in her. It's terrible. Oh, also I'm drawing on the bird layer. I don't think we need. Do we need these? I don't think we need those. Let's get rid of these. The Reaper and the Golem souls to be pretty cool bosses. The Golem could be the first boss. Well, keep in mind that the game is about a necromancer, so the main bosses are probably going to be like some sort of skeleton themed boss, which is something we're going to be doing on stream soon. Probably within the next couple weeks. We want to make the first boss, and I'm thinking some sort of big beastly skeleton type thing. Not like a skeleton, but like, because as I said, the enemies in the game, as they relate to the main story, they're probably going to have like skulls or something on them, like the spirit did, like how it wore its skull or whatever. The bird looked like he is questing our intelligence. I kind of like that idea, because I mean, keep in mind the bird, you know, maybe he's the clever one, you know. Make the Teddy a boss. No, the Teddy's not a boss. Teddy is Paul Bear. He's going to be a pet. We actually haven't done the outline either. Let's go and do our outline. This is gonna. No, bird's fine. No, wrong one. No. Did I have to keep drawing on that layer? I kept drawing on that layer. Alright, so I need this, select this, and then do the outline. Also going to shift here a little bit. Oh, hold on. Can I do... Yeah. Okay. So yes, just a bit chunky in the face. Let's see if we can get rid of some of that. Is the demo going to be on Steam? I don't know yet. Maybe. I think it would help for getting people to wishlist it if I was to put it on Steam. Sounds reasonable, yeah. I haven't thought that far ahead though. It looks less chunky. Yeah, I would wishlist it. Good. I'm glad to hear it, bud. Bring her chin up a little bit. When the witch says something obviously wrong, the bird can do a look to camera. Especially at the... Wait, hold on. Make the outline match the color of the adjacent pixels. Oh, we might do that later. Right now I'm just going to do black. I need those yellow flares and violets. It's a good idea. I think we should animate the bird during the conversation to do certain things. I think that would be nice. He might even get his own layer so that she can act and do her stuff, and then the bird sort of does his own thing. That'll be interesting to write into the dialogue manager. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And to have it be modular for everybody. Move the eyes 1 pixel down. What do you think? Think that might work. The eyes look too close together. Maybe. I still think I'm wanting to try to bring her face in more. Yeah, you keep pushing them together. I keep adjusting them, trying to figure out what looks good. I'll be making lots of adjustments. The nose looked fine. Well, I'm trying to bring her face more towards the camera. Sorry, I can't remember what was the name of the pixel art book you excited earlier. Pixel Logic. Add the one of the enemy. Let's see. Add the one of the enemy of Teddy that chases you to this game. Oh, Teddy's gonna be he's gonna be a pet. The old pallbearer. No, it's good. I think it looks good here. Let's see. Let's add a bit of shade here, maybe. No. One of the enemy. Pixel Logic. There you go. Yep, I bought that book, and then like that day, I was making really good pixel art. It looks awesome. Thank you. We're getting there slowly but surely. So we're gonna need a bit. Still not quite what I want her to look like. So I'll have to figure that one out. You can add a cat in a box in an NPC's house. Why would you want to add a cat in a box to the NPC's house? Hello from England. I'm only here because I came to watch one of your other videos. What are you doing here for? It's not the other videos. Thanks for dropping by, though. You should add the 2 version of your Teddy to this game. No, I think we just need one. Instead of having one node that handles the conversation, you could have an array of packed scenes with custom logic for the dialogue to have it fully modular. What I was thinking of was to have a JSON file to that iterates through a script. And like, so like the script will read in the JSON file and it can have tags in it for how to handle things. And the reason I want to do that is because I could build in a plugin into my game that would allow me to sort of use the graph nodes to connect together this dialogue tree and then have it export the dialogue, the JSON file, instead of having to write everything manually by hand. GDQuest has a video on exactly that. Like, which one exactly are we talking about? Like, using a JSON file or the tool that I mentioned? Because I've seen their video on using a JSON file, and I've done it before, and that's what I have it implemented. If I look here, now I'll show you sort of JSON. Yeah, I have that implemented. Sort of. It's not to the level that I want it to be, but dialogue, I believe it should be. Excuse me. And this here. So this is what it would look like. Like you would have these tags here that you would use to reference where to go to. Sort of like you'll see here, like the next dialogue goes to 001. And so this is the text that it displays. You know, that's where to go to next. That'll be the actor, which we'll use to find, you know, like a dictionary of the different portraits, and then this would be the emotion to use. That's what I have so far. It's not implemented. Like all this is just extra, sort of like the idea of what I want to happen. So something like that, where it reads that in. Store the dialogue in a resource instead. You can edit in Godot and outside of Godot too. Maybe. Add a black market to the game. What kind of black market? Now, I've seen you comment before. Like, you gotta give me a second. I was in the middle of a conversation. What kind of black market, though? Keep in mind that we're trying to keep it a bit PG-13. Like, there will be some, you know, like dark humor and stuff like that. But we want to try and generally keep this ideal for a not real young, but young audience. Like dark magic. Interesting. One of the things I liked in Skyrim was like black soul gems, doing all that forbidden magic. We could do something like that maybe. This is gonna be terrible. Pirates. Maybe we already have a Viking. And so we might have, and I'm thinking we'll have undead Viking to go along with the story. So I don't know where, oh no, actually, I think we do have a pirate character in this story. So we might do pirates. Like you can summon your own skeletons. It's already planned. There is going to be a branch of magic. We was talking about the classes earlier, and I was talking about specializations. And necromancy is one of those. So you can actually do your own necromancy. I think that would be cool. Unlockable pets. There will be unlockable pets. How I want to do that, I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking one of the things I really liked when I was growing up, playing games like Azure Dreams and Legend of Mana was their pet system where you would go out and find eggs and you would hatch them and you would get your pets that way. And so I want to do something like that maybe, to where like you can go into these dungeons and, you know, find these little eggs that you can get your monsters that way. Can the bird be a pet if you're friends with the witch? No. The bird stays on the witch's head. Sorry, bud. If you want to do dark magic, have it consume your soul so that you have to steal from enemies to replenish it. That could be interesting. I would love to do some kind of mechanic with that. Because something I really loved in Dragon's Dogma Origins, I don't know about the other ones, I never played them, was the blood magic. And the blood magic was really cool in that to cast it, you needed to harm your allies. So like you would have to drain their life force to cast your spells. And I loved that. That was like so cool. So I would love to have some kind of mechanic like that to do dark magic. And you're going to have party members in this game, ideally. It's probably even in the demo. I was going to do it this week, but it's going to be it's going to take a lot of balancing. So that's something I wanted to sort of stretch out work on it periodically. I don't want to dedicate an entire week to it for a devlog because I don't know if I can get it up and running the way I want it to. So yeah. All right, I have to get back to work. Enjoy the stream and your video so far. But thanks, bud. I appreciate you stopping by. Weather. So you can make specific enemies spawn in specific weather, like raining or slime, etc. There will be weather system, and we have an enemy planned to where it will absorb lightning. Like if you try to cast lightning to it, it will absorb that and sort of cast it back at you. And then the thing about this enemy that would be cool is during the thunderstorms and stuff like that, it would be a really deadly enemy to encounter because you can avoid shooting lightning at it, but when it's, you know, the sky is doing its own lightning, you're sort of screwed. So, is it going to be a story game? Yes, this is an RPG at its core, so there will be a story. What are your computer specs? I don't know. I just upgraded as much as I can. There will be summoner enemies. We talked about this in the last stream. The necromancer skeleton is sort of like a summoner enemy. Okay. Oh, these leaves are terrible. I know that's going to give me a trouble. It was easy as pixel art, but this is like foliage, pretty much, and I'm not going to be able to do it. It's not going to be a thing that happens. Let's work on the hair, I reckon. The face isn't too bad. It's still rounder than I want it to be. But I don't really know what to do about it. The necroskelly spawns necroskellies who spawn. No. No. That would be terrible. It's a good way to piss your players off. Move the round part down. What do you mean? I'm going to work on something else while I think about it. To the cheeks. Is there round parts down to the cheeks? It's mostly her face that feels round to me. She don't have cheeks right now. Unless you mean this. Gotcha. I got you. That looks better. We don't have to move it down. We could just sort of lessen it, and I think that would help a lot. Void necromancy humans, they are like normal human NPC. Like they're infected humans that have sin. And when they die, they are called void necromancers. There you go. Looks better now. Thank you. Still trying to get rid of. Maybe that works. That's better. What if we bring this up a little bit? What do y'all think of that? Meh? Yeah. I think the shadow at the top of the head could look smoother. Actually, if I do that. What happens if you hit a normal NPC? No, there's not going to be any hitting the NPCs currently. I don't have 10 for it. Howdy, Matt Wright. Welcome to the stream, bud. Let's see. That could be a little at the top right. Oh, got you. Is that better? Put this in just one more. No. Just got here. What are you doing? I am drawing the witch's portrait. We're trying to, anyhow. My dad did not let me play Minecraft because he said it's pixelated and he didn't like it. And now I am watching a pixel art stream and doing pixel art for myself for my games. There you go, bud. It's just a weird thing to want to control. To each their own, I reckon. Did I do highlights? I did this. Let's take that. There should be infected humans or necromancers. Not really an infection thing. He's a necromancer. He raises the dead. Not really a plague story. What's the bird's name? We don't have a name for him yet. You're welcome to help us think of one. Birdie. There you go. I don't know if I think I might just keep it simple shaded. Don't go for a third color. I think that looks better. Call the bird worms. Give me a second. There's something here. I think we need a name and then like call him the destroyer of worms. There you go. I just don't know what the name is. Name the bird Blue Violet because the witches bit off with colors. It's a good callback there, bud. Not too bad. This bird, he's a very interesting character. Can't wait to see what happens to him. Oh. To be honest, the bird kind of looks like a rubber duck. Wow, is this sort of thing like it's very difficult to make him not look like a bird. That was part of one of the jokes we made in the first stream is that he's a duck bird. I don't know how to not make him look like a duck though. Other than shortening his beak like that, maybe. Name him Lago. Why Lago? Name it Duck. No. Burb. Nah. What do y'all think of the shorter beak? Is the bird a he or she? It hasn't been decided yet. It's very... makes me think of a he, though. Trams. It's cuter. You think it's cuter? It's not as ominous, though. And then Brew or Voldemort. Lago is Portuguese for lake. Ria is Portuguese for river. I'm guessing because he's blue. The bird is a cutie. The bird is cuter than the witch. The bird is pretty cute. I think they both go together really well. Ooh, do we make him a fatty? He likes to eat his seeds. You like the birds? Last bird to speak? Kind of feeling this one. No, it's not making chunky. Genji. Hey, welcome, Genji. Okay, now I just need to figure out these leaves, I reckon. Because, I mean, other than that, she's looking pretty good. This back hair looks a little weird. The bird is made of bird. He is indeed made of bird. When you learn how to say 2 words in Portuguese, 6 words in Spanish, and the whole English language, Mr. Worldwide, there you go. Let's see. Maybe you can shade the size of the bird a little brighter to make it look like it has wings. What do you think of that? I'm Portuguese living in Spain. Hey. It's basically Twitter logo. I don't think so. I think it's just a blue bird. We do have to be careful not to make it look like Twitter, though. I'll say we go with that. We ain't calling him Twitter. All y'all's trying to get me copyright stroked. Name it Kazoo. Don't think we can do that one either. Your opinion on Vlambeer shutting down? I didn't know Vlambeer was shutting down. That's what Rami's thing, right? Why are they shutting down? Twitch. Would y'all stop it? Jeez. What name do you think you should have? I can't think of any name, to be honest. Omnivorous. Is that a thing? That sounds like a thing. Some dark overlord name. He has a deep voice. I am omnivorous, like when he finally talks at the end of the game. Some ancient god name. Oh, man. Okay, how are we going to do these leaves? Oh, let's see. Call him Thunderbird because his main mythological bird means power and strength. No. Can't do Twitch. The Witch that nobody has names in this entire game except for maybe Lafo. I haven't fully decided on that being his name, but someone suggested it and I thought it was cute because it's a play on, it's an anagram of Olaf. What about a play on Zelda bird names like Kamona or Chi? Doesn't really ring to me. Will the profiles differ with the emotions? Yes, I would like to animate their emotions. I mean, granted, you can see how much I struggle with eyebrows, so we'll have to see how that works. Rock bird of prey. Interesting. Interesting. But I don't think it's quite there yet. Make the bird's face change the face. Oh, let's see. The bird is going to be independent of the witch. We was talking about this earlier, to where I want to separate the layers out so that the bird can act independently of the witch. So the witch, have whatever emotion she's doing, the bird can just like sort of look around or whatever. And if she says something silly, the bird just sort of looks at you like that expression right there. So I think it'd be good. I like it though. I think the bird with the witch, I'm really happy with how they look right now. They look very cute together. Make the bird always angry? No, the bird's not angry. The bird is, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I have ideas for the bird. I don't want it to be angry though. Will the bird's chick also grow up in the witch's hair? Well, somebody said eggs. I never agreed that there would be eggs in her hair. Or that he would have chicks. Judgmental bird. Maybe. We'll have to see. The bird is Noel. I don't even know what that word is. Alright, let's get rid of all this. I don't know how I'm going to do these leaves. I could just do that. Bird is the most important character in the whole game. Now, there you go. Alright, I'm back. Let's see how far off topic you did. Pretty far. A little far, to be honest. If I'd known you was away, I wouldn't have got so bad off topic, because I needed you to pull me back. We're talking about the bird right now. One, trying to name it, and two, figure out its personality. Burb. No. What is burb? I think you've suggested that one a couple of times. Name it Little Witch. No. Oh, pardon me. Witchy. No. I don't want to go with the witch theme for that bird's name. I am back. Welcome back, Joel. Stanley. This is pretty. Oh, thank you. We're trying to figure it out. I'm liking the idea of like a really powerful, god-like name, ancient god name for the bird. He's a very powerful bird. Relationship, the relationship system, yes, with the different NPCs. Reputation system, maybe. There's only one town planned right now. It's gonna be the central hub for the game. So I don't really see much room for relationship system, like a reputation system for that. But I do like reputation systems in games. But maybe not this one. The bird is pretty. The bird is very pretty. Mr. Feather. That's good. I like that one. Mr. Feathers. Oh. I'm looking for the name of the bird. We'll figure it out. I feel like the rules of the internet will soon apply to your game, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean it's going to happen. Like there's nothing you can do to stop that. It's going to happen. It's inevitability. Oh crap! I've been drawing on the wrong layer. It's going to happen. So let it happen. Mr. Feathers confirmed. Not confirmed. I just noted. Yeah. Mr. Dark Featheron. Oh, that's good. Featherton. There you go. Now he sounds like a dapper guy. Terrible. Is that a smirk? No, it was supposed to be like the monocle chain, but it's not enough pixels. But no. Let's see. Big bird. No, can't do big bird. Little bird. I'm still all for the powerful name. Like he's an ancient being. Because I like the idea of him being like a big ominous being. Caladrius. How about having it have a corncob pipe? Let's see. Let's go with a more wooden texture. Magus. I don't think. Oh yes, that's true. Good point. Name it Apollo. Ooh. I mean, that has too many connotations with NASA, I think, but that's interesting. Magus. Fate. Probably not a pixel. I mean, that was looking pretty well, I think. I was, giving that hat back, and I think it would sell. Magus is a good name. Liking Chrono Trigger. I'm liking Magnus's feel. Or Magus. Magnus? What about Magnus? Let's see. Blue Phoenix. No. Augustus. Augustus. Interesting. I like Augustus. Magnus equals X-Men. I don't think it's exclusive to X-Men though, yeah? Did they create that? No, hold on. Alexander, no. Magnus is a classic name. Yeah. I think Magnus sounds pretty good. I like Magnus. It's not confirmed, but I think it's interesting. Magius? Doesn't sound powerful. It sounds like magical, yes. Sounds like a wizard's name. But I'm thinking more like just power, like a raw, powerful being. Magus is a member of a priestly castle. I don't know none of that. Oh. Assad. Magniferous. Magniferous. These leaves are terrible. You ever draw pixel art and just get like random fatigue? Like, I mean, I'm not getting it now, but it's just reminding me of like I'm not really being like you start drawing random. You have to do random patterns and stuff, and then after a while, you just sort of stop caring about how random it looks. Is that a thing, or is that just me? Nymph Parrot, no. Ancient, powerful Kratos, no. That is taken. Pretty well known. Yeah, these leaves are gonna need some work. Sort of means, Facilis, Etheris, Grissom, Crate. Is that Crate? What is Kratos? Is that yeah, I was about to say. That's the my last stuff was the Julius Rufus and Octavius. No. Sorry, bud. Bird is becoming more popular than any keys. I was thinking this time Crete. Yeah, maybe. Nihilus. Nihilus, maybe. Nihilus sounds very intelligent. Mayura. And the bird crew was created from feathers. Octavius is Spider-Man name. I think Octavius is one of those Greek names. Like Spider-Man probably took it from that. Nihilist? Maybe. What is nihilist? Isn't that like, I don't know the exact definition for that. Let me check. Nihilism, the rejection of all religion or moral principles. A belief that life is meaningless. Oof. That's harsh. What is that bird? A boy or a girl? We haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking boy. However, I feel we have to be careful with that, though, because maybe the bird is doing mind control things, and we probably don't want to boy-girl mind control thing. So we have to be careful of that. Bird is bird. There you go. And unnamed? No. It's not catchy or clever. I'm thinking Magnus right now. Magnus is the best I've heard. Name is protected. Azul? Maybe. Azul. Yeah, we may leave the bird genderless. I think that would be a good idea. To also avoid the issues that I mentioned before. Magnum? No. Oh. Hello and welcome back, Evan. The verb. Formerly named Magus. No. Probably gonna go with Magnus. These leaves are terrible. Zul is the big boss in WoW. And like the big boss? Like, doesn't ring a bell. Then again, I didn't get too far into it. Well, far enough, but. Magni. That's not too bad either. Magnus sounds more powerful, but Magni sounds interesting. Articuno, pretty sure we can't do a big bird, a blue bird named Articuno. I thought that was the boss in Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, maybe. It's been a long time since I watched that. These leaves are terrible. Those twigs made me feel better about myself. I want a darker color though. Nihilus is derived from nihil. Well, I don't know. It means empty, nothing, void. Nihilus. I actually like how what that could mean for his character. Let's see. No. Don't name the bird. Let's say he doesn't know his or her name. Well, I like the idea of giving him a powerful name or giving it a powerful name. Sort of like, I mean, we could do a nameless thing, but I just think the fact that he would have an ancient, powerful name would say a lot about his character. The staff should be more round at the end. It's not a staff, it's a twig. This probably doesn't look like a twig though. Yeah, I don't like how that looks. I'm also drawing on the wrong layer again. Probably have been for a while. Oops. Oh, come on now. Okay. What's that you're drawing? I can't figure out as your face is hiding the original. What do you mean my face is hiding the original? It is, I mean, luckily it's not too bad. I can just remove and stuff. Oh, where'd my, there we go. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think that guy's good enough on names for now. So far, I'm thinking Magnus. Make it a random name every time. The worst thing happened to me, I have a medium long hair and I just got stuck under my eye and it's, oof, it sounds painful. She looks like an Edith. Edith is not bad. Edith's not bad at all, I like that. What do y'all think of the name Edith for the witch? The best name for the witch? Add a ton of adjectives behind the bird's name, everything. Like it. Phoebe. Not too keen on the name Phoebe. You like the name Edith? Just call the witch Twig. No. I think she should have a somewhat nice name. Yeah. We might settle for Edith. Unless somebody... Clementine? No. Sounds too southern. Selena? Selena's another good one. Camilla. No. Wendy. I'm thinking Edith, maybe. It's terrible. Oh. I think we might leave it at that. Looks fine enough. Silly that she has a clothing made of leaves. It's a very strange lady. Over detailing's not always, yeah. Yep. Maybe the Viking guy, Icarus or Augustus? No, doesn't sound. I'm thinking we stick with Lafo for that Viking. I think that's a funny name. I'll probably end up changing this. I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. Because it looks a little noisy, I think. Titus. You like the shirt? Well, that's good. What do y'all think of it? Yeah, I'll probably do that here in a second. That's good. Thank you. It's good enough for the devlog, I think. What about... Pardon me. Yeah, I think that works. So you need to point to your chin. Looks like a Karen. Or just... That's better. Good. Okay. Maybe thinner neck? Yeah. Not too keen on this neck right now. Looks good to me. Definitely need to see it at least 5 more times. What do we see about 5 more times? That's right there. Oh, I mean, yeah. I keep it. I mean, I'm intentionally not reading it because it's a really long message with a lot of stuff that I don't want to see. But like, I mean, stuff that I don't want to read. So I see your message. It's not one that I'm particularly interested in reading out loud. Now she's wifeable. Well, that's good. Excuse me. I ain't trying to ban you, just saying. It is, yeah. It's a really long message with a lot of names in it. I don't like reading. I'm not even reading the message, to be honest. It is indeed. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, but that's why I'm telling you. Like, I'm sorry if it upset you, but I'm telling you now, so that you know. Think the bird should have an outline? Maybe. That's actually a good point because he'll be coming off of the thing. Usually I do it for out and exterior, but we could try for this too. Might chunk him up a little bit. But I think that might look interesting. At the very least make him stand out. I think that's good. Because I just kept ignoring it, bud. Sorry. Nobody told you to keep spamming it. That is up to you. Like I said, I wasn't paying it any attention. Yeah, I think he looks pretty good with that outline. Also, I need to fix all this. I keep forgetting to change my layer. Oh, that looks weird. Maybe. What if we darken this up? Yeah. Layers, man. How do they work? Thank you. Pretty happy with that, for the most part. A few things I'd like to not do, but hey, not too bad. Okay. I went to eat a... Welcome back. No. Feel like we should pull that up somehow for depth, but I don't know how to do it and look interesting. Maybe just that. I think that might do it. Does she need eyebrows? She probably does, actually. Maybe. Let's try it out. Let's look at this guy's eyebrows just for get an idea. Okay, that's what eyebrows look like. Hers won't be so big, probably. Here we go. See. Let's not eat the bird. Let's see. I think the eyebrows should be a bit darker. Yeah, I agree. Eyebrows going up the middle invoke confusion. I like this straight line there. That's very thick. This, man, do I hate eyebrows. Give her a unibrow. We're not giving her a unibrow. She needs bushy, unkempt eyebrows. I think that would be difficult to do. And see, I still want her to look nice. Like, even that, like as you can see with the hair, like I want it to look questionably either dirty or just, you know, unkempt. I don't want her to look too bad. Terrible. You think they look great? We'll figure it out. Alright. Or at least I liked them better when they were thinner. Yeah, it's hard to get them thin and look decent though. Her eyebrows give her a good eyeliner though. Yeah. 2 pixels thick is a bit too much personally. Yeah, probably. Let's bring this down here. That. Okay, good. The bird is creepy. He's meant to be a little creepy. Let's see. Let's go. Can we do that? Nice. Best so far. Thank you. See if we can bridge the nose here. Oof. If we do that. I have not. The hair looks off. This is why you flip your stuff. Good. I appreciate that suggestion, bud. I had to leave for a while, but this has really got to go. Well, thank you. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Wait. Other than what? Is that the flipping? You'll be banned forever if you don't sub in the next 30 seconds. Oof. Sounds harsh. Oh, I didn't flip the bird with it too. Okay. No, yeah, I got you. I think there's some hair missing. What do you think there's hair missing? Seems to be a little extra here. Maybe we need to add some more there, I think. On a different layer. Because that's how layers work. Where's the ear? The ear is there. Like just behind that hair. Yes, that's what I was just about to do. She's got a, not a bun. It's not meant to be a bun, but it's a bit of a tuft of hair. But yeah, we need to fix that because that I think is very characteristic. And there's too much here, which I think we need to get rid of. Can you make the bird in a different drawing too? Like a more detailed version of the bird? Maybe. Not today, though. That would be funny. Like just talking specifically to the bird. Like in her hair, you see like a close-up of like this area right here talking to the bird. Talk to the bird. I think it would be hilarious. We'll have to do that. We'll have to have like a portrait of just that area. I think that would be hilarious. Someone talk to you, just the bird. There you go. Move up and bird up and down. We'll probably do some animating the head or something. That could be cool. No twigs. We'll get the twigs here in a little bit. Still working on the hair and stuff. I'm not liking how the hair is looking though. There's a list of enemies to be drawn, animated, spec and added. There's not a real shortage of ideas, just implementations. Yeah. The bird is the final boss. I think the bird needs its own quest line. It's clearly a character. It is a character. It'll probably have something. Maybe the hair is too messy. I think it's. What do y'all think? I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Her overworld sprite has a pointier shape. That's true. I may dole that out though. I'm not against that. We'll see what it looks like and then we'll go from there. Hey man, lots of inspiration from the devlog. Keep it up. Well, thank you, bud. Bulbous hair. Maybe. What do you think of that? She needs sticks in her hair. Maybe a stick or two. The hair around Magnus looks like it's been made into a nest. Probably. I think it's just meant to look like the shadow underneath them. Oops. Hello, howdy. Let's see. Her hair also has a lot more volume in the back. And a lot less top in the front. True. But I may change the overall sprite because I like how her hair looks here. I don't want to screw it up. She looks very good, but not like a witch. She's not your typical witch. She's not like a you're very stereotypical witch. She's just a villager that lives and deals with, like, she grows herbs and stuff like that for the medicinal stuff, and she tries to heal the villagers and stuff like that. You'd need to be in the game. Yes, there you go. Just like Aniki said. Just doing cool portrait. Like it. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Clear the. She's not the enchantress. No, she doesn't really do any enchanting. She just grows herbs and stuff like that. It's very herbal, like more like a druid than anything. A weirdo who's useful. There you go. When she's useful, she's also she doesn't have a high success rate. You have to be an Easter egg. I mean, at this point, I kind of look too much like the butcher. Not be. Butcher's not me, but I mean, a big goofy friendly guy. I mean, kind of hard with a bald and a beard. Kind of hard to argue that point at this point. What do y'all think of that? The bear needs to be an Easter egg. He is going to be one of the pets in the game. Wait, there's going to be someone like that in the game, and his name is Teddy. No, I thought Teddy was the butcher's name. I think I'm going to call it there for the witch. Oh, what happened to Ophi? What's Ophi? I mean, Lafo? Oh, yeah, that you. I guess the witch for now. I need to do Lafo. My note says Teddy is the butcher. There you go. I can't remember the name. It says, you can't remember the name Teddy? I think it's a pretty good name. Oh. Howdy, welcome to the stream. It's just about to end. Oh, this one was what? I'm guessing about 3.5 hours? Yeah, just about. It's a long stream. No Lafo, which is an anagram for Olaf. Or whatever it was. Oh, we got you. You see, you don't remember that one? Yeah. Someone mentioned it in the stream when we was making the NPCs. Lafo. Pretty good. Teddy is butcher, and the butcher is you. There you go. I mean, unintentionally, but whatever. Might as well go with it. Not good with names, and neither am I, to be honest. That's why I'm gonna have to rely on Iniki's notes. So yeah, that's the witch, and then we made the butcher here for those that are just now joining. That's the butcher we made. I'm going to save this one before I forget. So did we decide on a name for the witch? I was thinking Edith or Selena. Maybe Selena. I'll go with Selena for now. Edith sounds like an old lady. Butcher as you, game is win. There you go. Maybe she could be an amateur mysticist. What is a mysticist? I'm not. Oh, so 500 likes next video for GE to cosplay as the butcher. There you go. I just need an apron and I've got it. I'd need to get the heart on the apron. And we didn't make the apron frilly like in that one fan art, but we'll get there. I'd have to have a frilly apron with a heart on it. I don't know that I've ever had a video with 500 likes. I'll have to look. I should have a lot better credit for the name of the butcher. Everybody has credit for everything. This is a team project. We're all working on it together. I don't remember who does what. I just take in suggestions and put them into the game. Oh wow, the butcher looks cool. I need to put it back. Yep. Butcher looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the butcher. I'm gonna post these on Twitter and on the Discord so people can see. I'm really happy with it. I think I need to add some shadow under the arm though. I just got back in the woods, so thank you. Last vid is at 350. Yeah. I mean, if it's at 350, I imagine probably the state machine video probably has a couple hundred. Probably has at that point. I've never looked and seen a video that had 500 likes. But then again, like after a couple weeks, I stopped looking at my videos, the analytics for them. I need to go back and look for them, but usually I study analytics up to a couple weeks and then I quit. Credits will list in viewers like you. Credits will most likely list the community that helped me make it, because y'all are a big part of this game. Y'all have offered up so many suggestions that this game is, our game. So yeah, the community will definitely get a credit. I think y'all deserve it. Let's lift this apron off a little bit. State machines at 850. Okay, cool. Can you tell us what is the next video going to be about? Next video is going to be probably the dialogue system. But like I said, up until now, I've been working on the story for the game. So I haven't really done anything this week other than watch videos and read articles and plan out the story for my game. So, I'm a little behind this week. So, but probably I'm going to do the dialogue system because it sounds easy. It sounds like something I can make a video on. So, did you make notes on each name and who suggested them to? Anyhow, I imagine he did. About to watch the 2 state machine videos after this. Good. In the description, a game that promises to put and probably. Yeah, I'm bad for typos. I don't know who suggested the names. Yeah. Like I said, there's going to be way too many suggestions for me to credit everybody that makes a suggestion. So I'm just going to give probably just a community thanks. Because, so many people have offered up suggestions for the game. The last words of a wise man sounds easy. I mean, well, dialogue systems are not hard though. They're interesting to do. I mean, it's already somewhat implemented. I just need to make it more verbose and modular and flexible and all that fun stuff. Next devlog is a replay of this stream. There you go. So, that is going to be it for now. Appreciate y'all stopping by. It's a lot of fun this stream. I'm glad we got these portraits out of the way. I still need to do Olaf, which I'll probably do, knowing me, probably Friday right before the video. Or either that, or I don't talk to him in the video. That's quite possible as well. Poor Olaf. What about calling her Wizardress instead? No, it doesn't. I don't think it really streams. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for stopping by, bud. Y'all take it easy.